Welcome to the next video in getting started with Office Expert. This video will cover how to configure a SharePoint simulation sensor. So what you see basically here on the first screen is that I have one bot configured so far where two sensors are assigned. So OneDrive and Outlook Web sensor is configured and assigned. And for demonstration in that video, we just configured today a SharePoint web sensor. There are a couple of fields available which you need to configure basically. So let's go through them. So first of all, like in every other communication configuration page, just assign a proper title. SharePoint site, we call it group public. You will find it in a second what it's meant. We just use a 1 meg file. And then there is the fourth field called SharePoint site. And for this particular field, you need to specify the site name, which is part of this URL, right? So HTTP server sites and the /site name. I've just opened up here one example. So this is just in our tenant, a site called Office 365 Group Public. And this is exactly the name which you need to enter in here. So make sure that you have here the right name available. Otherwise, the sensor will fail. As a content class, you can specify any content class query. Just for demonstration and simplicity reason, I will just use the default one indicated here in the description. And authentication, I will just keep it as easy as possible. So keep it basic and to assign it to my bot. So also those necessary fields are pretty straightforward. You just hit the save button, you hit the deploy button, and then everything gets reloaded in here. And you see that the SharePoint site is now available. And what is done basically inside of the SharePoint sensors are different kind of steps, such as authenticating, accessing the site. So we are measuring the full time until everything is successfully loaded. We create a folder and upload a file to the library, to the document library. We download the file, then we delete the file and we delete the folder as well. We perform the content class. So a couple of simulation results you get out of it, and down here you get an understanding about the configuration. So this is the configuration we have done basically. So whenever you have done that, then usually in the next couple of minutes it should appear everything in the dashboard. So let's jump over to here. So he's performing now the OneDrive simulation. So let's wait another few seconds until Outlook and the other one is executed. Just ignore this error here, which is coming from the OneDrive. This is just for demonstration purpose. So now he's executing the Outlook one, where also an error is occurring because we specify here an invalid name. And now he's performing the SharePoint site simulation, which should give this information up here. SharePoint. Here we go. So it should appear 21. So we have here the data available. And if we drill down, then we find here all this information for the simulation of SharePoint. So that's it for that configuration, how to set up a SharePoint site simulation. Thank you.